Good evening, everyone. This is episode 65 of the Small Businesses Do It Better show. Tonight we have a special guest. She's been on the show before and everybody loved her, so we have her back on the show tonight. She has all sorts of new information to share with us. Shelly Ehler of Shona Towels and allblownup.com, which makes awesome cardboard cutouts like Han Solo here. So stay tuned and we'll talk with Shelly in just a minute. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight. If you're watching this after the fact, or on iTunes or YouTube or wherever, you can always catch us live on Tuesdays at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, or watch past videos at smallbusinessesdobetter.com. I want to tell you really quick about our sponsor, which is Ovaleye TV. Ovaleye.tv hosts and produces live video events built to meet your objectives. So if you want to promote a upcoming event, campaign, or anything like that, contact Ovaleye at ovaleye.tv to get a free 30-minute consultation. So thank you, Ovaleye, for sponsoring the show. And if you are listening to the show, we do appreciate you rating or reviewing on iTunes because it makes a big difference in where we stand in the ratings. So if you can do that, you can search for smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com or Small Businesses Do It Better on iTunes, or there's a link on our website and just click the stars. You don't have to write anything. So we want to talk to Shelly. So we're just going to get her on right now because this is going to be really fun. So here is Shelly. Thanks for joining me tonight, Shelly.
Hi, Carissa.
This is going to be super fun. Okay, for those of you who have not tuned in before, who are watching it live, if you're in the chat room or you have questions or comments, please type it in the chat and I'll relay it to Shelly because there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be talking about. So don't hesitate to just throw in your questions. So I'll be checking that out. Shelly, for those of you who may not know exactly who you are, what you do, can you start by telling us what you do?
Sure. I was on season 3 of Shark Tank with my product, the Shona Towel. And I got a deal on the show with QVC's Lori Grenier. And since then, we've been doing our thing, and we've been selling our towels at water parks across the country, and a lot of exciting things with Shona. But in the meantime, I have another business that's called allblownup.com, which I've have come here to talk to you today about.
Awesome. Okay, and All Blown Up, which we both have some guests with us. So it's not just Shelly and I tonight. Okay, so I'm being joined by Han Solo and my sister, who is, I don't know, she's with Han, I guess. But, so Princess Leia as me. So here's all of us. And I also have another one of me. So this is just going to be a full house tonight.
Well, it's a coincidence.
Again.
My sister's with me too, Carissa. This is my sister, and she's here with me too. See? So the thing that we like to say at All Blown Up is if you can't make the big event, or you really don't want to go, because sometimes you really don't want to go. I mean, is that the truth? Then you can send your stand-in, because what could be a better gift than you, right?
Yeah, and these are life-size people.
Yeah, they're life-size cardboard cutouts. So what we do is when people email us their image, we just make a life-size replication. We can do half-size. This is a half-size cutout, so just head to waist. And the thing is, it's actually pretty inexpensive. This half-size cutout, which is going to be the best gift you could really give anyone, is only $35.
That's insane. So I'm just going to prop some people up here. I'm just going to prop, everybody up. So $35, if you think about it, if you really don't want to go somewhere, $35 could be cheaper than gas, definitely cheaper than a plane ticket. So keep that in mind. And Father's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So send yourself
Yeah.
Or for whatever, anything.
What do you think your dad would want more than anything? Really? I mean, as a mom, I know my kids say, "What do you want, Mom? What do you want for Mother's Day?" No, forget it. Nothing. I don't need anything. All I really want are my kids. All I want is time with my family and just time with my kids. I tell my kids, just make me a card and give me a kiss. I mean, I don't want anything. And I know my dad, what does he really want? What does he really need? Nothing. But if he gets something like this in the mail, this is an awesome gift. This is something that just really warms their heart, and they think, wow, that is so neat, that you were that thoughtful to think of something like this. And have I ever told you the story, Carissa, how I came up with this idea?
No. So you and your husband do All Blown Up.
Yeah, we do this. So about 8 years ago, I had two weddings on the same day.
Uh-oh.
And these are two of my very best friends, one from college and one who's my cousin. And it was like killing me that I couldn't be at both events. I mean, these are two people that I, cherish. And so I went to the wedding in Napa, and I couldn't go to the wedding in Los Angeles, but it was just eating at me. So one day I said to my husband, I got all dressed up in the dress that I would have worn to the wedding, black cocktail dress. I did my hair, makeup, I got my wine. I had Brian take a picture of me, and we had a printing business at the time, so I made a cardboard cutout. So I sent it to the wedding with my friends who were going. And they were all just dying. They're like, you are so silly. I can't believe you're doing this. Chris, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you still see me? Because this monitor just went out over here.
Yeah, I'm good. We can see you.
Okay, great. So anyhow, so I sent it to the wedding, and it was like a total hit. Everyone's dying about it. It was like everybody was dancing with me. Grandma was dancing with me. And my friend called me the next day, who's supposed to be leaving for her honeymoon. And she's like, I can't believe you did that. That was the coolest thing. She's like, I can't believe that, you wanted to be there so much, that you went to all that effort to do that. It meant so much to me. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I just always remember that. I remembered how much fun it was. And then years later, a couple years ago, when we were kind of exploring new ideas and different business ideas and things, I said to my husband, remember when we sent that cardboard cutout to Jill's wedding? And I said, what about that? Let's do that. And he's, what was awesome, which is kind of just like Shona, was that we had everything we needed to start it within the week. We'd already had the domain name All Blown Up because we had another idea for it a long time ago. We already had a printer that was sitting in our garage. Brian put up a website, and within a week, we launched allblownup.com.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
And like you were telling me earlier, you get comments that are like incredible, like you make people's days or months or whatever. And I have to say, if you follow Shelly on any social network, it's absolutely hilarious because you never know who's going to show up as a cardboard person and what they're going to be wearing. So Shelly will put like other clothes on people. So like, here's me. I could put a coat on this, and then we're really standing right next to each other. So there's Lori.
Here's Lori. So here's Lori. And then Lori could also wear her... Lori could also wear her Shono towel.
Totally.
She doesn't go anywhere without her Shono towel, right?
Is that an Ellen towel?
Of course it's an Ellen towel. It's my favorite towel, my Ellen towel. And
who's behind you? You have Oprah's best friend, Gail.
We've got lots of people.
Ellen's mom. And Oprah. I follow Shelly on all these networks, so I know who all these people are. Oh, the president is back there.
Okay, so let me see if I can move this over here.
This is hilarious.
Okay, so we have Gail. Do you see Gail?
There's Gail. Oh, okay. I see a bunch of people I know.
Next to Gail is Ellen's mom. And the reason I brought Ellen's mom is for Rob Merlino, because he loves when I post stuff with Ellen's mom. He calls her grandma. So I brought grandma for Rob Merlino. And then here's my other best friend, Oprah, and I honestly like to hang out with her all the time because she's so awesome. And I actually just joined, and there's this new thing on their website called The Owners. It's this new thing that I signed up for today, which is super cool. And then I brought President Obama.
Of course.
Because he's our commander-in-chief. I'll bring him a little bit closer. And he also is a big fan of Ellen's, and he likes Shono as well. And then I brought other Shark Tank friends, too, because I like to hang out with my Shark Tank pals. So this is Michelle.
Of Send a Ball. Michelle does balls that email people. And then, of course, the cat drawing guy.
This is my cat friend, Steve, and my friend, Michelle. And we all hang out and drink wine together.
can be misconstrued on so many levels, but when it comes down to it, it's absolutely hilarious. And if
Okay, there's someone really, really special here too. You ready, Carissa?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is for you, for my friend Carissa. There's a new addition to your cutouts that is coming your
That's so funny.
because you have to go with Han. Han needs, you know, a Leia and a Leia with a gun to match Han with his gun. And so I thought this would be great for your studio.
Oh my gosh, I have tears. That's freaking hilarious. So we have Ellen or myself here with no clothes, and then there with. I'm seriously crying here. That is hilarious, and lots of responses in the chat room. It's freaking hilarious. So last week, Roger of Wired Waffles was in studio with me, and he brought his cardboard cutout of Ellen, which Shelly sent him because he was spoofed by Ellen. Okay, I'm sorry. This is so funny. I'm probably just dripping tears here. This is so funny.
I love stuff like this. See, this was a little one of Ellen that I sent Ellen for her birthday. It's a tiny baby Ellen. For Margarita. But my main Ellen is away on a trip. She's in Washington right now with my friend Roger.
Oh my goodness. It's so funny. So when people want a certain cardboard cutout, do they send you, do you guys do any additions? Sorry.
We do a lot of additions. So, I mean, obviously we can put someone's face on another image, you know?
Clearly. Because I didn't wear that.
Are you sure?
Or this. Oh my goodness.
There's tons of things we can do, and that's what we love doing. That's when it gets really, really fun, is when you put someone's face on something crazy or, you know, I don't know, anything. There's just a lot of stuff to do. I love the creativity of it. I'm literally making these, and sometimes I'm just cracking up because I love knowing, you know, that when they open it, they're just going to die. Like, I was so excited today when we decided we were going to do the show to make that for you. I got that idea. I'm like,
oh my goodness,
that's the best idea. And then you just get so excited, you know?
That's hilarious. So Steve is in the chat room now. He's wondering where his residuals are.
He's right here. Here's my boyfriend, Steve.
Oh my goodness. Steve, any comments? That's freaking hilarious. Okay, so they go. And I'm going to note that these are waist up.
Yeah. Yeah,
these particular ones, just so in case you're wondering, Steve. But you do full-size ones also, like we saw with the grannies from Ice Chips Candy, who was on Shark Tank also. Oh, funny. So people upload their photos, right? And then you guys, do they give you instructions like, you know, add this to this body at this URL, or how do they do that?
Yeah, sometimes, or like someone last week said, I want my face on an angel. Can you put me on an angel? So my husband will search for an angel and put together a proof and email back, say, what do you think about this? You know, usually that's how it works. Sometimes people will upload an extra image and ask us to use a specific image, but usually they just have ideas like, I'm going to have this type of theme party, or we're going to have some type of, you know, of a military type party. Can you make us military people or whatever? Like, sure, you know, we can do anything. But what was I just gonna? Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, Steve keeps staring at me. He looks a little pale.
Well, it's because of the window open right here. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. The toughest part about it really is the image, because a lot of images we get are really, really low resolution. Mm-hmm. And so someone will send you almost like a thumbnail kind of image, and you can't blow that up because when you try and enlarge that, it's just going to look like a big smudge. So that really, for us, has been the trickiest part of this business, is being able to say, listen, you need a high-res image. For the most part, most phones these days, all the iPhones, iPhone 4s, iPhone 5s, all have decent enough cameras that if you send us an iPhone image, it's going to work fine. And most digital cameras are all great, but it's a lot of the older images and the photos and stuff like that are really, really just going to be really, really pixelated when you grow up, when you blow it up. But there's not a whole lot, you know, we always just do the best we can do. And what we do sometimes, we email people back, because we don't just if someone uploads their image, we approve it first. We don't charge them without telling them whether we can do it or not. So sometimes we'll upload an image and just say, you know what, it's just too bad. It's not going to work. You don't want to pay for this because you won't like it. So that's the only part of the process that gets kind of tricky. But one thing that was really neat was in October, I thought, you know what, this really is the perfect holiday present. If you can't make it home for the holidays, send your stand-in, right? So I pitched it to the Today Show and they loved it. And we got on Hoda and Kathy Lee and they did a little segment on us and it was really, really great. And we really blew up. We got really, really busy Christmas time. So that was awesome.
Oh my goodness. And I think we actually have a video. I have a video pulled up of that on the computer here. Hold on, let me play it.
Can you see? Okay. This is people who just can't get enough of themselves. Exactly. You're getting a glimpse of my closet. Wow, you bought this for your Aunt Edna, didn't you?
Allblownup.com, and it says, this stand-in is Bobby's way to say, like, I wish I could be there today. So you send this where you can't go, and it shows you that you care about Graham or someone else. I thought this was hysterical.
So funny.
You can have some fun.
Like your sweater. You'll be celebrating Christmas with this.
This is, it's not too expensive. I think it's around $30-ish. Okay. We have the lower third, the information online.
So that is awesome. So you sent all of the cast members of the Today Show their own self. And, you can use these over and over and over. And you guys put the logo pretty large on the back. And you put a little message here, which is so nice. But I have a question in the chat room about shipping. What's the cost for shipping?
Shipping is, if you're doing a half size one and you're sending it somewhere on the West Coast is around $10. Something on the East Coast is about $15.
Okay, and I'll just show you guys. I have my envelope. I keep them safe when I'm not displaying them. So it comes in this giant cardboard thing. Like that. So that's how it comes, just so you know. So they're not like folded or anything. They come... They're, full cardboard. They're hard. They're not going to bend or anything. Except Han's gun is a little wobbly.
Yeah, stuff like that will bend. The big ones are folded in half.
Okay.
And they come with the stand that when you unfold it and then the stand makes it stand up complete.
Oh, and Steve mentioned in here, which I actually saw, that you sent him some larger-than-life cat cutouts for a booth that he was doing at an event that he went to.
I did.
Which is super clever. So it doesn't have to be a person and a photo. It can be, a character or something like your business mascot, school mascot, something like that. So you can literally, and these are perfect. If you want to go to an event and sit somewhere, you might have to get an extra chair. But seriously, these are perfect for doing such hilarious things. You might get looked at funny, but it is very funny.
Oh, yeah, and I don't care. I bring them all over. And someone who brings their cutout all over is Michelle. I did a cutout for her of an actor by the name of Gilles.
I wonder who that was. I'm like, is that the Dancing with the Stars guy? Because I see it in all of her pictures.
She is obsessed with it. I've never, ever, ever sent a cutout to anyone who's loved it more than she loves her Gilles. And he makes her coffee every morning, and she sends me pictures of him and wearing her robe, and it's like the cutest thing in the whole world. So I love that. There's nothing better than knowing that you sent someone something that they love so much, and she gets such a kick out of it. So anyhow, she is like probably one of my biggest cutout fans, which is actually really cool.
That's hilarious. Roger wants to know, how was it starting a new project when you already had one in full swing?
A lot of work. But you know what? This just kind of gradually snuck up on us. The thing is, we kind of put it to sleep when Shark Tank came around. It was too much. When I was first aired on Shark Tank, that whole first summer was way too overwhelming. I couldn't do it. And my husband was working, outside of the home. And so cutout orders would come in and I was already inundated with towels. So we just kind of had to put it to sleep. But this last September, the towel business kind of slows down in September. Mm-hmm. And I knew I was going into my slow season, and I just kind of heard the voice start to say to me again, it's time to bring back All Blown Up. It's time to bring back All Blown Up. And it just seemed like the right time. So we launched it again. We're able to get that publicity on the Today Show, and it really took off. And now it's just kind of getting this momentum, which has been really, really great. So it's going to be a lot of work over the summer trying to juggle it all, but that's just what we do. So
that's awesome. And you and several other Shark Tank people, went and visited the line in Shark Tank for the casting calls for the next season. What is your kind of advice to those, because castings are going on right now, so what do you have to say for those who are either about to pitch or are sending in their follow-up video or anything like that? What's your tip?
Well, I think the best thing you have to do is you've got to speak from your heart. It has to be genuine, and you have to be really, really excited about what you're pitching. You cannot have any doubt. You have to show them complete confidence, in yourself and in your product. And you have to tell them why it's the best, why it's better than anything else out there, why there's nothing else. If there's something else out there like it, then why is it so much better? Because I was talking to people in line, and I would see people who are just, well, I have this and I have that. I'm like, but tell me why it's so much better. Well, it's better. I'm like, no, tell me from your heart. Really speak it to me. Tell me why it is so awesome. You have to speak from that place of passion, and you have to really, really, you have to put it out there. That's what's going to resonate. They don't want to hear you. They want to feel you.
And if you want to stand out, get a cardboard cutout.
Yes.
And bring it to your casting.
That's true.
Of whoever may be applicable, because there's a lot of options. So funny. And if you guys follow Shelly, you see this past, I guess, couple of months, she's been all over the country. You went around with Mona from Econuts.
Yes.
Which I have my soap right here. Is organic laundry soap, which also was on Shark Tank. I think you met up with Sendaball. You met up with the cat drawing guy. You met up with all sorts of people. And you spoke at several Spark and Hustles. So are you planning on doing more speaking, or where are you going with this? Because you're an excellent speaker. You're extremely inspirational, and everybody comments you should be a speaker. So where's this going?
I want to. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's just a passion of mine. It's something I've always enjoyed doing. To have these opportunities now, it just feels like such a blessing. And then in some gigs, to be able to be paid to do something that I love so much is like, wow, that's pretty exciting. Mm-hmm. So I really would love to continue doing it, to find more speaking gigs. It's just something I really, really, really enjoy. And actually, I'm going to be speaking. My next event is called the Shark Boot Camp. And I'm going to be the keynote speaker June 29th in Irvine, California. Myself, along with a couple other entrepreneurs from the show, are putting together an entrepreneurial seminar. And we're going to be teaching people how to pitch, and there are going to be people there talking about crowdfunding and product ideas and how to launch your business, that type of thing. So it's going to be really, really exciting. And I got to I'll put a link to that on my Facebook page too, Carissa, but it's www.sharkbootcamp.com.
Awesome. And can you say who else will be at that boot camp?
So far, Michelle's coming in from Chicago. Mona and Scott from Econuts are going to be there. Carmen Linder from Gotta Have S'mores.
Yeah.
Brandon Mars from Mars Sprays. Mike Robinson from Cuddle Tunes. Mike from Origo Audio. Who else?
That's quite the diverse Shark Tank bunch.
Well, it's the biggest group of Shark Tank entrepreneurs that we've ever brought together, and have ever been together in one space together. So I'm just looking forward to hanging out with all of them. We're gonna have a good day. I'm
sure there will be some cutouts involved as well.
Oh, All Blown Up is sponsoring it, so we're gonna have lots of the Sharks will be there.
Awesome.
And lots of people will be there. You might even be there too, Carissa.
I hope I'm wearing more than that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, so Roger's going to send his cutout to be there.
Good. I know I was disappointed. Roger was going to come, but he has a family reunion. I'm like, Roger, forget that. We can send a stand-in to your reunion. I mean,
totally.
We can take care of that. You have to come hang out with your Shark Tank pals.
He's got some moonshine to make.
I know. Well, he's got some moonshine to bring to his friends in Orange County, California.
Totally. So if those of you who missed it last week, Wired Waffles Roger was in the studio, and he's making Eve's Apple Pie Washington Moonshine, I think is what it's called. Incredible, which isn't on the market yet, but I think he said about 6-ish weeks, so stay tuned for that. Exciting. Okay, so for those people who want to order for Father's Day, or let's see what's next, 4th of July, Independence Day, or anything,
graduation
holiday, graduation's perfect.
For graduation, We take a graduate in the cap and gown and put your kid's face on it, and they're perfect at your party. It's so great for everyone to take a picture with. Really, really cute.
Awesome. How long does it take once they upload everything? How long does it take for you guys to proof it or ship it or receive it? Or how long does the whole process take? How long should people plan for?
We like to have between 3 to 5 days, but we do rush orders all the time. You know, if you need it, there are some things that come in and get out the same day, but for the most part, everything is typically shipped within 3 to 5 days.
Amazing. And that's very, very fast considering, I don't know, I would think this would take a couple of weeks, but
Yeah.
you guys
yeah.
are on it.
Yeah, we're on it.
You're on the Sendaball.
Yeah.
That was terrible. Oh, there's a picture of Shelly and myself. She took a picture of herself with me before she mailed it to me. Funny. Okay. So really quick, tell us again when and where this Shark Tank is, and if you have anything else you want to tell people about. Any.
Yeah, the Shark Boot Camp is in Irvine, California. It's in Irvine, California on June 29th. And it's just going to be a fun day to come meet all the entrepreneurs from the show. And we'll be there to offer advice, and you can have, there's an opportunity to have lunch with us, all that type of stuff. So it's going to be a really, really awesome day. I can't wait. I'm super excited. One of my favorite things to do is just to meet other fans of the show and be able to help other entrepreneurs. And so the website is www.sharkbootcamp.com.
Awesome.
And you can register online.
And I have another question in the chat room from Ducks in a Row. I love that name. Do you do animal cutouts?
All the time. You wouldn't believe how many cutouts we did for Christmas. We did someone's a goat. We did this huge goat. It was the funniest thing. We did a horse. We've done a ton of dogs.
You did a horse? Was it life-sized?
We only did up to about its belly. They didn't do the whole full horse, but they just wanted half the horse. And but the goat was so funny. We were just cracking up. And so people blow up some of the craziest things, but they loved them. She went nuts over them. She's like, "This is the best thing ever." So it's really cute.
Oh, funny. And you can do really funny things with these too. The possibilities are limitless. I just saw those videos of the screaming goats, so
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Yes, I love that. But you know what else you use these for too, which is really fun, Carissa? Are like this, like photo bombs. Like, look at Ellen's photo bombing me.
Totally. You
Right?
can put them wherever.
So you just put them up behind people, and it's like photo bombs and all crazy kind of stuff. It's a crack up. Honestly, I'll tell you, you take one of these to a party, you are the life of the party. People
Totally.
go nuts. When one of these things at a party, people go crazy. It's just like something so simple can just make the event and just push it over the top, make it so much fun.
And so Roger wants a goat. Roger, a caffeinated goat or a drunk goat would be very funny. And no, you cannot use these in the carpool lane.
Oh, no, you can't use these in the carpool lane. I've never tried actually, but
Oh my goodness. So, okay, so allblownup.com. If you want towels, it's showno.com.
yes.
And June 29th, was it?
June 29th in Irvine, California. Uh-huh.
And amazing information. And Shelly, I have to say, you're extremely social and interactive online. So if you guys want to talk to Shelly or have any questions about cutouts or Shark Tank or whatever, Twitter or Facebook or whatever, because she will answer you, whereas a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
So I want to thank you for joining me tonight, because it was a lot of fun, and we had so many guests came with you. Every time you show that, I can't. It's freaking hilarious. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. It's like half Leia, half none.
I love it. It's so awesome.
So funny. Oh my goodness. I can't even look anymore because I'm just dying here. So I turn my head and I see myself almost
It's
naked.
just what I do, Carissa. It's just what I do.
Oh my goodness. So if you guys want to get a towel or a cutout, graduation, Father's Day, any event, or just because they're $35 and a few extra for shipping, it's a great price for any of this. So thank you, Shelly, for joining me tonight. This was a ton of fun. I'm going to continue laughing.
Thank you, Carissa. I really appreciate you having me on. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so that was so much fun. Now I'm all over the place. Thank you everybody for watching and asking your questions and continuing to make me laugh in the chat room.
You posed for that back there?
Yeah, so we'll just... How can I stand? I'm way tanner in this one than I am now. It must have been in the summer. Or probably when I was in that garbage compactor or whatever it was.
Why is your face a little bit lighter on that cutout there?
It's funny. So, thank you everyone for watching. You can watch again at smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com. And please review us on iTunes. And thanks for watching.